Hello, today I'll be upgrading my Lenovo's E430 laptop's hard drive from mechanical to SSD, doubling the RAM from 8 gigs to 16 gigs, and finally upgrading the CPU from an Intel i3 to an i7. My tools of the trade, purchased from Amazon. I'll supply the link on my YouTube channel. Okay. These Lenovo laptops are very simple to work on. 1, 2, 3. 3 screws. Takes off the base. Once the base is taken off, you have access to remove the processor, memory, and hard drive. I'll start taking this. Pop the lid. Okay. Very important, before working on any components on the laptop, remove the battery. 2 notches here. Okay. It's the fan. It's the heat sink. Underneath this heatsink is the processor. One very good thing with these older laptops, you're able to remove and upgrade the processor. This all changed after 3rd generation i7s. They went to solid, the manufacturers went to solid chips. Okay, time to remove the memory. One at a time. I'm going to add the one at the bottom first. Clip in. And I've removed 2 4 gig chips, which totaled 8 gigs, and added 2 8 gig chips. Now I have 16 gigabytes. Okay, very straightforward. Now I have to remove this casing and add this casing to the new hard drive. So the drive I'll be placing into the laptop will be a 256 gig SSD, SATA 6 gigabit transfer rate. And for now, I'll be placing it in here. Not securely, because I just want to make sure it boots up. I'll be putting the cover back on. This way, whereby protecting the components. Okay. Start first. Okay, and loosely securing it back, because I'll be opening it short. Perfect. Alright, so the drive I put in, I sys-prepped it. It's a new install of Windows 10. And so far, looks good. Once it boots up, I'll log in and confirm I have 16 gigs of memory. That shows up. Okay, I've successfully cloned from my mechanical drive to my solid state. One thing to remember when cloning from a mechanical to a solid state, align the partitions. If that is not done, you could lose 50% of your performance. Okay, I will loosely reattach cover. Okay. Voila! All right, we're in business. Okay, next the processor. And I'm going to start with this one. Work my way over to this. Okay. And I'm gonna clean that off here. I'll do that and I'll return back to this video. Okay, next to remove the processor, loosen the screw. Turn it that way. Okay. Hold it at the edges. Okay. The replacement is an i7 3rd generation 3632QM. replace it with the notch. Okay. All right. This way. Okay. I had it the wrong way. Now it's good. There are actually two notches, so these are the two notches that you line up. Tighten. Okay, ready for the paste. So just that's about all you need here. Okay, now reverse order. This is a heatsink. This was the last component we removed. So this will be the first one going back in. You want to be very careful here because the heatsink, you just want to put, once it goes down, you don't want to have to lift it up again. So that's it. Okay, now to tighten these screws evenly, first you go to one of these oops, I have the wrong bit, sorry. Okay, nice and evenly, and next to fan. This one is very simple to remove, and 3 screws also. Do the top corner. Won't tighten it all the way, just a little way down. Kind of hand tight. Okay, and we'll go back. This way it doesn't bend the components if we do top side, then the back, then the middle. Careful that we don't strip the screws. Okay, now the interface cable. Okay, only one way this goes in. So okay, and just want to make sure we do not ruin the pins. Okay, that's in there nice and tightly. And it looks like we're okay. So I'm going to close the top and power it on. Stand by. I received a download availability update, and what this is, it's a new graphics card driver for the i7. The previous i3, the graphics driver was the Intel HD 3000. With the i7, it's the Intel HD Graphics 4000. So I'll download that and install it. Okay, successful. Here is confirmation that we now have installed the i7 3632QM CPU, 2.2 gigahertz, and 16 gigs of memory. Additionally, we can check in Task Manager under Performance, CPU, cores, 4 cores, logical processors, 8, memory, 16 gigs DDR3, and last but not least, the SSD hard drive that was installed, which is the Samsung 256 gigabytes. What a big difference this upgrade has made. It's like night and day. From the i3 to the i7, it's like instant gratification with the i7. Before it used to take up to 20 seconds when I opened the browser on the i3 to fully open. Now it takes 1-2 seconds. I use a software called CPU-Z. It's pretty granular. It gives me all the fine details of the memory, graphics card, main board, and CPU. As you can see, it's an i7. It lists the i7. It's quad-core, 6 megabytes of L3 cache. Yeah, if I go to the memory, dual channel, 16 gigs. Okay. And let's just say here. Okay. And the GPU is the Intel graphics. The i7 does run pretty much much warmer than the i3. As you can see, the temperatures right now are between 66 and 75 degrees Celsius. I have seen it increase to around 80 when I'm pushing some of the limits. But the max temperature for this CPU, where you can max it out, is 105 Celsius before it starts throttling. But so far, no issues with that. And the software I use is called CoreTemp. Thanks everyone for watching. Please check out my YouTube channel for weekly videos.